Hi everyone, this is Balazs from RacingBrick. This is my second video about the LEGO City sets coming this summer. You could see the first video with the Science Lab truck yesterday. Today I have a hefty box with me, namely the 60470 Explorers Arctic Polar Express train. This was a very unexpected set. When I made a speculation video about the LEGO trains a few months ago, I told you that I was expecting a new passenger train with a new power system in 2026. Well, technically this isn't the LEGO City passenger train that we seem to get every 4 years, but it still has the good old powered up components as you can see on the front of the box, but there are some new additions too. The back of the box is full of information about the size, functions and electrical parts. I think it's best to open the box and check the contents for ourselves. The set has 1517 pieces, the price is €200 or $210, the release date is the 1st of August in the US and Canada, and the 1st of June pretty much everywhere else. I forgot to mention this in the previous video, but this is true for most summer releases. In America, the sets traditionally come out later to be closer to the holiday shopping season, but that's a general trend in the toy industry there. So we get 11 numbered bags in the box, 2 unnumbered ones, the tracks, a base plate, the electronic components and 2 large loose pieces. At first I thought we were going to get something new here, but this is the good old powered up train motor we all know. There's an envelope here with the instructions and the sticker sheet. Other teams please note, this is how you can clearly identify the bags that go with the manuals. This also means you can build a train with your family or friends, as everyone can get a section separately. Here's the parts list if you are interested. Now let's look at the different components. A quick note, I'm not going to follow my traditional building review method for most city sets for 2 reasons. Firstly, I had to get some help with the build as there are so many sets I want to show you, and secondly, these sets are perhaps less exciting build-wise. The play features and looks are more important this time. If there's something interesting to show inside, you will see, don't worry. So we start with this snow tractor and the Johnny Thunder himself. In case you don't know him, he was the main character in the LEGO Adventurers theme more than 25 years ago and then reappeared a few times, for example in the LEGO movie, only to make a comeback in the City Explorers sub-theme last year. The vehicle isn't too complicated, we've used some Technic parts here to support the tracks and it drives well. The next item is this outpost building. The design and aesthetics are very similar to the 6-wheeler truck, the same dark blue fender pieces are used for decoration, I really like that. Those flat silver window panes also look cool. Access to the interior is a bit unusual, as you have to remove the windows as well, but that makes accessibility easier. One small note, the screen here is removed with the top, which does not help the play function. The assembly on this side might be a mystery until you've put the whole set together, but don't worry, it will make sense. On the other side, we have a crane to load the yellow barrels and other things. This piece of track here is also brand new. Commenters on my preview video said it might help get the train back on track if it derails, we will see. Time for the big one, the mountain tunnel. There's a special new piece of track here too, actually it works together with this one. As you can see, the flap is activated when the train rolls over it and it pushes this long cross axle, which in turn pushes this big tile on top. I can't wait to see the result when it's all assembled. The build looks very nice with lots of detail. I like how the water falls on this side. There is also a side build that we can attach and detach. That doesn't look like the most secure connection if you want to move it though. This looks like the entrance to a mine, the top can be removed. We have a few golden 1x1s inside. Now it's time to assemble the track according to the instructions. Here is the solution to this strange structure next to the building. This rope will connect the 2 builds so that a brave adventurer can slide down. With a little help, the minifigures don't seem to slide down on their own. Time to take a look at the locomotive. As you can see, you need 10 AAA batteries, 4 for the remote and 6 for the hub. As always, I use my trustworthy X-Star rechargeable batteries for the train, stable 1.5 volts as always. So, here's the Loco, and it's got some pretty neat building tricks. Both sides open here, and the door at the rear allows access to the internals. If we take the top off, you can see how cool the structure is. Next to it is the hub, which is a bit tricky to remove, but it can be done. The side is decorated with some snot techniques. Here's the driver at the front, access is through the roof. And we have a very cool looking snowplow. Lights are not included, but as I see, integration is possible. The next one is the panoramic passenger car. It can be opened at both ends, but the easiest access is if we remove the entire middle section, which by the way is built sideways. It contains seats and a screen. The last one is the flat car, nothing complicated here, but the matching color scheme looks great. I guess this is supposed to be a camera attached to this end. The poor guy must have a tough job. At the other end we have two large boxes of tools and the snow tractor fits in the middle. So our train is now ready. Here is the entire crew with their equipment. This could be the longest telephoto lens yet seen in a LEGO set, and we also get two Arctic foxes. A little Easter egg, the map from the six-wheeler matches the one in this set and it doesn't end, so maybe more sets are coming. Now let's test the train. We need to press the buttons on both the locomotive and the remote, they both light up in the same color and we are ready to control the train. It gets pretty fast and thanks to the powerful batteries, it's not that hard to derail it at top speed, so be careful. So far, I've attached the rocks to the mountains so they don't fall. Now let's see how this is supposed to work. I put them on the tile, and as you can see they fall on the train. What a disaster. It's a bit difficult to test the other new piece of track. Let's say the last wheel's derailed, and now when the train goes through this piece, it gets back on the track, seems to work. You'll also be able to control the train with the powered up app and the dedicated profile, but you'll have to wait for an update after release to have the matching controls. Until then, practically any city train profile will do. All you have to do is update the firmware first, and then the train is ready to go. So that's what we get in this pretty cool looking set. Is it worth its price? Well, if we compare it to the other city trains currently available, we can get the passenger train for 160 euros and the cargo train for 190 euros, at least directly from LEGO. I think it's worth comparing it to the cargo train. That one has an extra wagon but significantly less pieces. Yes, a lot of parts went into the hill/tunnel here, but it's a quite different play experience altogether. It seems to offer a lot of fun. I think the price is reasonable compared to the other sets, and it's a great companion to the other Arctic City releases. If you want it as soon as possible, you can pre-order it on lego.com, but if you wait a bit, you can already buy the cargo train for 130 euros. I think in a few months the price of this one will also drop significantly. So folks, this was the latest LEGO City train. Please let me know what you think of the set. Let's talk about it in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe with notifications because there will be more exciting LEGO videos coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.